My name is Florence Brody, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the story of my life. I was born in Des Moines, Iowa, 1921, and I was second of 5 children, and I was a very happy girl. We were very comfortable, an ordinary childhood, and I was very fortunate, born during the Depression, but we weren't really affected by it. I suppose my mother and father were, but they made life very comfortable for us, and I would say we were a little spoiled. But it was a great childhood. And then did usually what girls did. A lot of them, in my group, we went to college, we joined a sorority, and had a very normal childhood. Some of my friends were Beverly Miller, who became a judge, Bernice Levitch, and there were the Quints of us, and we had a wonderful time. And I was fairly popular. I loved dancing. I just loved. I could have danced all night like the movie said, and the song. So when it came time to go to college, I went to the University of Iowa, and that's where I met my husband. I didn't date, the other boys didn't date me because I was Jack's girl. And we finally got married in 1941. And we had an apartment in Iowa City, and life was beautiful until the war came. And he had to go to the Army, and I followed him around for 2 years. And most of my friends did. We weren't really brought up to have a career or anything. Back in those days, you were told, you're going to settle down, have children, and make a nice home for your husband and so forth. That was our life until December 6, 1941. 6 months after we were married. But I went around and joined Jack at different places, and he became an officer. And he had to go overseas, and I went back home, and then my mother had said, Florence, why don't you go be with your sister, who had a store in Nevada, Iowa. And I went there and helped her in the store because her husband was in the service too. It was a little store in Nevada, Iowa. How big can it be in a little town like that? Anyway, life was that way, just waiting until the day that the husbands come home. And so we went back to Des Moines, and I forgot to say he graduated. He was discharged as a major, and he had quite experiences. And you would have thought that he won the war himself, the way he talked. Well, he used to say, no, he says, I didn't do it all by myself. So anyway, settled down, and I got pregnant after trying for seven years. And then we were blessed with a little girl, and he was very anxious to get out of Des Moines. He was in the family business, and sometimes that doesn't always work out well. So he always had a dream of living in California. So my other brother-in-law couldn't make it in California, And so he came back to the company store, the company, I wouldn't call it a store. And that was his time, our time to move to California. So we left in 1952. And we had a wonderful life in California until he had to settle down and go to work. We had a vacation for about 9 months because we had a lot of friends out there and we just partied all the time. And I had my mother-in-law there who watched the children. And I neglected to tell you that I had a little boy, also in Des Moines. And then we moved to the valley, San Fernando Valley. And we met some wonderful people. I mean, I had no family out there, but these people became our family. We used to get together on all the holidays, and let's see, where was that place? It was so popular. It'll come to me. You just have to realize if you did your arithmetic, I'm at 90 years old, think like I used to. But I make the best of every situation, I think. And at a hotel, after we had played around Los Angeles for so long, and he bought a hotel, but just at that time, the smog became a big issue, and this hotel was right next to the Ambassador Hotel. We used to get all the leftovers, the ones that were busy, and they send all of their. But the smog became very popular all over the country. That everybody knew that Los Angeles had a lot of smog. That was the first. So that killed our business pretty good. So they say you're not a true Californian unless you go out there, make money, and lose money. And that's just what we did. So, but eventually he found what he wanted, and he became, because he was a lawyer, he was a bank officer. So it was nice. And then what happened, I went to work at Saks Fifth Avenue, and I loved it, and I loved it, I loved it. In fact, I could have gone on working there, but he wanted to retire, and so I thought, where else can you retire but Omaha, Nebraska, because our daughter lived there and her children, and she was going through a divorce, and I thought she could use us very nicely with taking care of the children, helping them take. And then the grandchildren moved away, and but I still love Omaha. It's a great place. I forgot to tell you one thing that was so important in my life. In 1963, my sister and her husband were flying his plane, and they were lost. And I say lost because we couldn't find them. I knew that we didn't hear from them, and I knew that something horrible had happened because she was very devoted to her children, and she would have let us know if she was okay. But it wasn't until 5 years later that they found the plane and everything in it. So, but the children, I went and got the children from Denver, where they lived, and I brought them back and made a wonderful life for the children. I still get very emotional when I talk about my sister, But it worked out so well. It wasn't like they were coming to a strange place, because they used to come and visit us all the time during the summers. And so it was beautiful, and we have such a wonderful relationship. I'm so grateful that it worked out so well. I had 4 children for them because they had a wonderful life. Larry, my nephew, was a 10 when he came to live with us, and his sister was 12. And I can't say, it was wonderful, because in the back there was that tragedy. But it was so eerie that the last time I was with my sister, I said, if anything happens to you two, I just want you to know that we're going to take the children and we'll raise them. And she said, we want you to. So they're just one of us. I mean, I just can't say enough how grateful we are to have such a wonderful family. So they went their way, and I'm so proud. Larry became a doctor, and Connie has her own business. She puts up signs, shopping center signs, big things. And then my daughter Jan has been very successful, and she loves it here. She came to Omaha. We came because her husband was from Omaha, and he wanted to go back to Omaha, so that's how we got to Omaha. And I love Omaha so much because we were taken in so beautifully. There was such hospitality, and my daughter found herself so completely here. She, coming from California, it didn't have the closely knit feeling of a small town. And so we were so happy that we came here, and she made a name for herself so beautifully. She loved what she was doing. She was
executive director of the Omaha Jewish Federation.
Right. Yeah, the executive director of the Federation here, and she loved it so much. She worked there at the J for about 21 years, and just recently she accepted a job with a company in Israel, and in fact she's leaving tomorrow for Israel to plan missions. And very interesting, because Gentile people are signing up with her, and she's finding it so different. She's been to Israel 50 times or more, and loved it so much. So she's leaving tomorrow and gone for 3 weeks. So she never gets tired. She just looks forward to it. See, I think she takes a lot after my mother. My mother was quite a gal. She was really before her time. She opened up a loan office with the money that she got from her marriage. She loaned it out, and then she'd go out on the streetcar collecting. I mean, when I look at it now, it's pretty amazing. But she also had her PTA and sisterhood and Gentile ladies group too. But anyway, she was quite a gal. Nothing was too hard for her. and her expression was, "I'll never wear out. I never will rust out, but I'll wear out." And that's the truth. She died very young because she had all the responsibility of running the business and running the home, and nothing was too hard for her. And all she wanted was just to make life comfortable for her children, the things that she didn't have. So she was, and not only that, she was very active, very much like Jan. In fact, when Golda Meir came to Des Moines, my mother helped her when Golda was raising money for armaments to take back to Israel for all the wars that they have had. So I am very proud. Her husband died in the meantime, and she, did the best she could. She had her hands full raising her children and all the other troubles that she had. But she's strong, thank goodness, and she did well. She has some unusual children. She has a son who's a rabbi in Massachusetts, and she has a daughter who's a medium who goes all over the country doing things, and she's raised a lot of money for various things, such as her father died of a disease, and she goes out and works hard for that cause. And then getting back to Becky, my granddaughter, as I say, she goes to different cities, and she gets big crowds. She's been to Omaha here several times, and they get about 700 people into the Rose Theater, and that's all. That's the extent of and so that they have a full house. She's done that several times here, and it's very interesting because there aren't too many people, and she is like her mother. She likes to make people happy or contented, a peace of mind, and she loves that. She's very giving. And let's see, I told you about my grandson, my pride and joy. He's my oldest, and he's doing very well in Massachusetts, and he has a lot of congregants. So, and then they have another boy. He's a really nice kid. He's getting ready. He's going to get his master's, so he waits on tables during the day at night. And that's about it. And this is where my husband passed away last Thanksgiving. And life goes on, and I'm very happy here in Omaha, Nebraska. It's a wonderful city, and especially for widows, because we have a nice bunch that we get together, and so we're happy. We're really very happy. I'm so thankful for that I have that feeling of take the best of every day, and I do, and I look, and I know that that life is wonderful. I love the things I do. I like the people I'm with. They're all good, caring people, and this is who you gravitate to. I don't know, Doris Alloy is one of my friends, and Ruth Orch, and Miriam Myers, and Miriam lives in my building, and when we have nothing else to do, we play rummy cue, so I'm really not alone. Oh, every once in a while, ask me out, and we go out and have a good time, but there aren't too many around, but right now I'm having a good time. I mean, I really do. I couldn't ask for anything more. And I've always looked for fun things to do. My mother had great hopes for me, I think. She gave me piano lesson. She gave me musical comedy, dancing, the usual. I didn't excel in everything, but I had fun all along the way. And I was in plays and musicals at the Jewish Community Center in Des Moines. And I always looked for the fun things to do. And dancing, I love dancing. Dancing, like the song says, I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night. It was just, I guess I was born to have fun. And that's the way. We had a lot of tragedies in our life, but you try to overlook it and go on to, because I feel life is short, and I want to enjoy every minute of it. I was told to talk about the fundraiser. My friend and I, Laurie Bernstein and I, we made a lot of money. That night was so exciting. It was a social thing to do in Omaha, Nebraska. And we made, I think it was about $170,000. And we were so happy about that. And whenever there was anybody asked me to do something, I never said no. I just couldn't say no for the Blumkin home. I think my mother was behind all that too. I got luckily some of her ambition and her desire to do for people. Her idea was keep busy and accomplish something. And so that's the computer that I have in my head now. And so I can't say no. Talking about fun things, as soon as I got to Omaha, one of my friends took me to the sing-along. And I went and I thought, that's for me. That's what I want to do, because I always wanted to sing. In fact, when I was a teenager, my goal then was to be a singer with an orchestra. For 20 years, I've been coming to the sing-along, and I've loved every minute of it. Made lots of good friends, and I'm still doing it, although nothing's the same. But it certainly fills a void that I would have had if I hadn't had all these things. And then I have time to play mahjong and bridge, and so what could be better at this age? So that's about the story of my life. I don't know, I might be forgetting something. I am so proud of my grandchildren. I don't know if I have said enough about them. I have six great-grandchildren and 7 grandchildren. And as I already told you, we raised 4 children, and that's what I'm most proud of. In fact, I get kind of emotional when I talk about it. And I'm getting very excited about going to my granddaughter's wedding in Las Vegas in May, and I'm taking care of myself, so that's the thing I'm looking forward to. And I always like to look forward to different things. That's what makes life interesting, because I just treasure every day. I'm very thankful. I was in Los Angeles. I was very active before I went to work. I didn't go to work until I was 60 years old. And then we came here when I was 70. So, so anyway, I was thinking that doesn't add up, but I was on the board of the Federation in the San Fernando Valley, and maybe that's where Janet picks up some of the of her work, and I loved it. It was fun. The mingling with people. That's how you get to know people in a strange town, is joining all these things. And I was very active in the sisterhood too. So it was busy all those years. And same way here, when I came to Omaha, we were busy, and everybody was very friendly. It was something I was supposed to say, and I forgot what it.
Ort.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, in Los Angeles, there was all the organizations that they hear of a new person in town. Okay, you got to join ORT. You've got to join Brandeis. And so I was glad to do it, and I found out other organizations, and it worked out okay, because I knew I was doing something good, and I could meet and met new people. I was very active in the synagogue and was responsible for all of the Shabbat food that was needed, and I was just so happy when I could do things for other people. So that's about the story of my life, and my family are all like that way too. It's not only Jan, but my sister. By the way, I have a 95-year-old sister, and she loves to go out, and I don't get to talk to her very often. She doesn't hear very well, but so I write her a lot and tell her all the things that are going on, and she's interested in everything. And this is my life, Florence Brody.